What's up, guys? Today we're doing Patrick Mahomes on Monday Night Football against the Philadelphia Eagles. The most watched game of all time outside Super Bowls. And Mahomes kind of blew it. Now, I know MVS dropped that deep ball, would have won the game. MVS blew it. But Mahomes kind of blew it too. We're going to get into it, but I figured I'd put all of the info at the start of the podcast this time because people don't make it that long. Mahomes had 3 elite throws. 2 of them were on the last 2 plays of the game, and neither of those were caught. That being said, he also had 12 or 13 misses and a really bad interception in the end zone. He also took sacks he shouldn't have and just generally wasn't that good. I gave him a D+ for this game. It wasn't good. Check out this chart for yourself. We're going to get into why now on the film, but it basically comes down to his pre-snap and post-snap processing haven't been very good. His pre-snap's been solid. His post-snap's been terrible. He legitimately is a see-it, throw-it quarterback right now, and he's not throwing it that well either. His accuracy, just you and me, his accuracy has kind of been shitty. Oh, I blocked out the mic. That was real smart of me. His accuracy has kind of been shitty. 68% in this game, and on the season, we're looking at almost 76%, which is nice. It's above average, but he's about average in the league on accuracy when you incorporate downfield throws. So there's something really wrong, and he's got to get it figured out. Let's get to the film now. We're going to try to fly through this thing because my dad does Thanksgiving on Wednesday, and I am hungry. So here, Patrick Mahomes gets 1+ pocket movement, and he misses the throw. We get 1+ pocket movement because a rollout is not a plus pocket movement. It's just how the play works. Right here, Patrick Mahomes can sit down in coverage, and he can very, very easily hit his favorite receiver wide open. But he doesn't. And that's a Patrick Mahomes problem. He runs around, wastes a bunch of time, and then throws a ball into no man's land. Bad throw. No plus pocket movements, actually. This is just Mahomes being a chicken with his head cut off. And he does that, and it works, and it creates openings. And sometimes it's brilliant, but not always. Here, clean pocket, gets to the top of his drop. It's 2nd and 10. Nobody's open downfield. However, again, he's open, and he's got a lot of space to utilize after the catch. Instead, Mahomes keeps his eyes deep downfield rather than on the rush around him, doesn't notice that he needs to get to his check down, and takes a sack that I don't think he should have. Again, it's a little quick, but nobody's open downfield. You've got to realize they're rushing 5, right? And it's not like they tried to hide it. It's not like this is some exotic linebacker blitz, right? You've got 4 men down on the line. And, well, it's basically a classic 3-4 pinch look. You've got 2 linebackers in 2-point stances at the edges. You could assume, I guess, that one will drop off, but we know better. It's the Eagles. They rush 5 from the line all the time. And here they do it again. And it's obvious, and Mahomes needs to diagnose this. You've got one-on-ones against probably the best defensive line in the NFL. Somebody's going to lose, and it's probably going to be Jawan Taylor because he kind of always does. And he does. And now you're sacked. It was quick. So we'll be gracious. We'll call it a no-fault sack, but Mahomes needs to do a better job of getting through his progressions. Here, little screen. Finally, on 3rd and 10, Mahomes is actually doing what the play calls for. Routine. Screen routine. Here the Chiefs go empty. I don't know what this play is, but it's probably going to be a drop back, I would assume. There you go. And on 3rd down, Mahomes does a nice job. Gets to his read quickly, throws the ball. Kadarius Toney makes a nice catch in traffic. It's routine, but this is what you want to see. In rhythm, making good checks at the line. This is the Patrick Mahomes that easily wins the Super Bowl this year with the Chiefs. This is the guy we saw last year. He needs to get back to this. I mean, I know it's a short throw, but staying within the offense in a really well-designed offense with a good offensive line and playmaking receivers, that's how you win games. Also, routine. Screen, routine. More empty, so we know it's going to be a pass. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the touchdown pass. Yes, it is. You'll notice perfect protection, and it doesn't get any easier than this. It doesn't get any easier than this. Good job stepping up and through, but you're late on your read. You should have already had the ball out for a very easy touchdown. So Mahomes is making the play look difficult, and yes, he salvages it and makes a nice throw, but that's a routine throw. I'll give him a plus pocket movement for stepping up and through, but the ball needs to be out really, really early. Like right here, the ball needs to be out. He's looking, right? You can see. He is looking at the wide open receiver in the end zone. So give it to him. Here, yes, you could step up. Nice. But you could also just throw him the ball. And he makes a nice throw while moving. So give him 2 plus pocket movements. But that's not good processing, and processing is the thing we're worried about right now. All right, fast forward. We're coming up on 3rd down, I believe, after a couple of runs. Yep, 3rd down and about 9 yards. Here, Mahomes, clean pocket. At the top of his drop, throw the ball to Kadarius Toney. He's a wizard. He'll get you some yards after the catch. Instead, Mahomes wants to play some hero ball, steps up and tries to run through. Shouldn't-a. In fact, here's how bad the processing is. Right? Start the play from the beginning. Here's the top of his drop. Here, you've got Kadarius Toney on your zig route. He should be thrown to, but maybe you don't do that. Fine. Here, when he steps up, Kadarius Toney really needs the ball, but you're going to play a little game. So Kadarius Toney is running this zig. And, 5 yards after the catch for a guy who got drafted specifically for his ability to move with the ball in his hands. Doable, but whatever. Here, you got Travis Kelce running this way. So you've got this one defender, Darius Slay, being pulled in both directions. Darius Slay used to be great, but even at the peak of his abilities... Sorry, that's James Bradberry. Oh my goodness, that is Slay. Slay, at the peak of his abilities, couldn't cover both guys at once. James Bradberry can't cover one guy anymore. So you have a high-low read. And right now, you've reestablished what amounts to a pretty decently clean pocket. I know it's collapsing on you, but take a moment and survey the field. As soon as Mahomes steps up, right, again, plenty of room to throw the ball. You can see that Bradberry's biting on Toney, and Slay is not close enough to this receiver. It's not Travis Kelce. I think it's Watson, because it looks like a white guy. Regardless, he's wide open. And even here, before Mahomes is tackled, before Mahomes has decided to run and cross the line of scrimmage, wide open with room to run. This is a 20-yard gain if he throws the ball. But Mahomes doesn't, because he's not seeing the field well. He decides to run and gets tripped up by a defensive tackle. That's a terrible play and a negative run. Jalen Hurts throws a pick, so the Chiefs are granted a reprieve. And again, instead of hitting one of the checkdowns, instead of hitting one of your open short receivers, hell, instead of attempting a back shoulder over here, Mahomes is going to try to play hero ball and run because he doesn't see the field at all. He's effectively turning into Justin Fields in the way he sees the field. And sure, that's a neutral run. You got a few yards. But that's not a sustainable way to win. That's not what made you Patrick Mahomes in the first place. That's not how this offense is supposed to run. Again, wide open. Throw the ball. You're at the top of your drop. Perfect pocket. Throw the ball. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? And now you're going to slide? This is a terrible play. This is a negative run, even though it gains a couple yards. This is really, really bad processing, and I'm going to show you guys exactly why. So the basic play is going to be hooks with a deep, deep opposite side corner from Travis Kelce, the tight end, who lines up in the slot, and then he's going to motion right about here. He motions inside, and the defensive back follows him, which identifies to Mahomes, okay, it's probably man, which means that Kelce is going to be my primary read, and if he's not going to break open, or if it ends up being zone, actually, I'll throw one of these hook routes. On defense, the Eagles are actually going to be running kind of a funky coverage. So it's a zone, but it plays like single high cover one. So this just means that it looks like all the corners are going to effectively play man with a linebacker, the middle linebacker, dropping into the hook curl, and the deep safety playing halo coverage. There will be some passing off, as I will show you in a moment, but again, it functions like man, and therefore Kelce is the right read, but that's your first read. You're an NFL quarterback. This is a quick developing play. You've got to know how to move to your second read. So, at the snap, you'll see at the bottom of the screen, these two receivers run these hooks. So it's kind of like an in that changes its mind and becomes a curl after a step or two. And you've got Sky Moore at the top of the screen running a deeper curl past the sticks. And your running back's going to just kind of sneak out on a swing. Travis Kelce will be the primary read, as I said, right about here. He is going to fake like it's a curl, right? It looks like they're trying to set it up like they're going to run all curls, so everybody pinches up, and then Kelce sneaks behind everybody. See how right here, Kelce kind of sneaks in like he's also going to be running one of these hooks. And that here is where Rashee Rice is wide open. When Mahomes sees that this is working, and you can see 33 here, he's pointing because he's communicating, hey, we're passing people off. Right, I'm going to slip and play some deep zone, watch for the double move from MVS. You pinch up and take Rashee Rice. So you got Rashee Rice on a linebacker. That miscommunication is what you want to exploit if this is a zone play. Mahomes identifies it as man. I don't blame him. The Eagles were very, very creative. Props to Sean Desai here. However, right here, Kelce's winning. Mahomes has a clean pocket. What is he doing? Right? If Mahomes is clairvoyant and sees the future, he's going to throw that ball right up here to Travis Kelce in that circle because he's got a clean pocket. Instead, Mahomes bails out of the pocket for no reason at all. And instead of throwing to the wide open Travis Kelce, he waits until there's nobody open anymore because everything else is short routes. It's all developing slowly, and Travis Kelce is now sandwiched between two defenders and the sideline because Mahomes is so late on this play. And he decides to try to run into two defenders. And right here, he realizes he's made a mistake. And rather than trying to get to the sideline and maybe get an extra yard while being pushed, he just buckles for a gain of like 2. So this could have been a huge gain to Travis Kelce, but instead Patrick Mahomes turns it into a short run because, one, he's not seeing things properly. His pre-snap read was wrong, although I understand why it was wrong, and it certainly would have been genius-level prediction if he had recognized that it was a weird zone exotic coverage meant to look and function like cover one, but allowing the wide receivers to get open on their curls anyway. 2, post-snap, he had Travis Kelce. He had exactly what he wanted. He had exactly what Matt Nagy and Andy Reid designed this play to do, and he didn't take it. He got Travis Kelce on a linebacker, and he didn't take it. He ran and then slid rather than trying to get to the sideline and steal a yard or 2. The thing that's really frustrating is that Patrick Mahomes is a good quarterback. He's a really good quarterback, and he knows what he's doing. So, like here, he's actually got 2 really incredible options, and he picks the one that the play is designed for. Now, ideally, you would see Kadarius Toney out on the top of the screen running a wheel route, and the second little bubble below it is 2 defenders kind of picking each other, which means that Travis Kelce's wide open in the center of the field on the short curl for the easy first down, and Kadarius Toney is wide open on the sideline for probably 50 yards, maybe a touchdown if he's got the stamina, but the play is designed for Justin Watson over the middle, and Patrick Mahomes nails it with a very good throw from a clean pocket. Again, Kadarius Toney, top of the screen. Let's watch this whole thing play out. He's a touchdown. As long as Toney catches it, which is a question, although not as much lately. Toney lines up at running back, wheels out, wide open. Kelce wide open for the curl for the first down. I don't know why he threw to Watson. I think that's like the third best choice here, but that's what the play called for, and he did it. He stayed in the play. And if the trade-off is that Patrick Mahomes becomes a first-read guy and just throws what the play is designed for, fine. He's talented, and this offense is really good. I'm fine with that. Another routine throw, because he did just that. He stayed in the rhythm of the play. All right, empty. Second down? Third down? Second down. Here's the top of the drop. The bottom of the screen is all curls. That's where this ball's supposed to go. right? You got one defender trying to cover Tony, and I think that's Rice at the exact same time. Bottom of the screen. This is your game plan. Instead, Mahomes doesn't see it. Again, relatively clean pocket. Like, it's messy, but it's clean. Nobody's getting near him. The defensive ends have been run past him. He steps up and runs through, and now you've got 10 yards to run to get to the first down marker, right? That's a long run. Also, note, I mean, like, this isn't really realistic, but it is Mahomes. Kadarius Toney is about to just... It'd be a tough throw. It goes against everything quarterbacks are taught to do. But if Mahomes was playing like the Mahomes we know him to be and believe he still is, Toney is wide open in the middle of the field for a huge gain. Instead, Mahomes runs, and he does get a positive run. Good job. That's the talent of Mahomes. It's a positive run. This is a good play. But again, his processing isn't there, and that's the weird thing. Right? If Patrick, he's what, a 6-year player now? We expect him to be making really good decisions and reading plays really efficiently. And he's reading worse than ever. And the offense hasn't changed. The receivers are the same as last year. He's got Travis Kelce as security blanket. His offensive line is really good. I don't know what the excuse is. Here we come out empty, and I think this is the pick. Yep. This is just ridiculously bad. Again, this is Zach Wilson-esque. Clean pocket. First down. It's curls. It's basically the same kind of play as we saw that I broke down earlier. We've got curls trying to pull everybody up, and then you've got a crosser over the middle. And this is open. Put the ball here. Right? This is wide open. This defender, they can't get Justin Watson. I'm really addicted to the circles lately. Sorry. He just leaves it way behind. Again, if he throws the ball on the other side of that Chiefs C, touchdown. Just a terrible throw. Pickable. I mean, we could see from his point of view as well. This is what the quarterback's seeing. He sees it's wide open. He just misses the throw. See how Watson has to stop and not only slow down, but stop. And not only stop, but actually turn around backwards. The ball's that poorly thrown. That's just terrible accuracy. Finally, he makes the right decision. Very well executed play by everybody involved except Mahomes. Not all routine throws end up being completed. Sometimes even Patrick Mahomes just fucking misses terribly. Bad. Here, first of all, the Eagles are offsides. I don't know if it gets called, but they are offsides. And I think Mahomes has picked up on it because he goes deep. It's third down. He goes deep. And you can see at the top of the screen, offsides or not, that's the play, baby. You got Travis Kelce on a safety. It is Kevin Byard, but it's also Travis Kelce. And he's open, and he's cooking him. 10 yards downfield, and he's already got 2 steps on him. Lay that ball out there for him, right? Right? No. That's underthrown. That's a bad throw. Now, again, I think that it's offside because right there, Josh Sweat jumps the snap. Good job, Donovan Smith, to catch up to him. But then look at this ball placement. If you lay that out there and let Travis Kelce go get it, let him keep running rather than throttling him down. Notice how right here, Kelce's going to have to stop. You never want a guy to stop when he's got absolutely... Look, he's definitely got a couple steps on him. And then right here, he'll stop because he's trying to align himself with the ball. Because you don't want to run to the ball and then stop and come back. You want to continue running full speed and then the ball to land in your hands as you're running away from it. So that's called tracking. And Travis Kelce's one of the best at it. So he slows down so that he meets the ball where it lands rather than waiting for it. And it's a bad throw. And here again, first down. Patrick Mahomes is a great runner. He's a talented player. This is a positive run. Good job. However, top of his drop right here. First down, remember. First down. Who's covering Justin Watson? Because it looks to me like he's got an envoy to the end zone. So theoretically, it'd be good to give it to the speedy player who has maybe one guy to beat, right? Like Travis Kelce clears, so you got one guy to beat if they seal the edge properly. Instead, Patrick Mahomes bails. He had a clean pocket. He waited until the pocket wasn't clean. And then, again, he runs away from the play. Right? All the receivers are to the right, and he runs to the left. This is bad. That's like really bad process from a mental standpoint. And again, Mahomes makes it work. Guy's special. That being said, again, Mahomes' physical talent allows him to run for a first down, and the processing doesn't matter. Sometimes you can overwhelm bad mental process with superior physical traits. And Patrick Mahomes isn't like a 4.40 guy, but he is one of the most crafty, creative, excellent runners we have seen from the quarterback position. If Patrick Mahomes did run a 4.4, we would all be in terrible trouble. Because look how good he is as a runner and, as a 4.7 guy. And here, routine throw for the touchdown. Sins are never paid for. So it's going to be 1st and 15, and this play is going to be kind of funky. So the main thrust of the play is going to be the slot receiver, that's Mecole Hardman, running this deep post, and then you're going to have MVS on the outside running kind of like a weird circle to the outside. Like it's a streak, but also it bends towards the sideline, so you're setting them up coming inside and curving back out. And then Travis Kelce is your safety blanket down underneath on an out route, flat route. And it's going to play out just perfectly. The post, which is your primary read here, or it should be, it's going to be wide open. Right here, look at all this space. And Patrick Mahomes has a very clean pocket, right? That's not the issue. Look at all this to throw the ball to Mecole Hardman in. Mecole Hardman's your boy. You trust him. That's why you guys run out and traded for him again, right? So either one, hit Mecole Hardman because he's wide open. Please hit him. Please hit him. Just put the ball right there. Or, alternatively, if you're a bitch, here's Travis Kelce. Yeah, it's Travis Kelce. He'll get a couple yards out of that. Turn it into 2nd and 10. That's doable. Instead, Mahomes really wants to throw the ball here. But James Bradbury's looking at it, and he's ready. He'll cover this area. Told you guys, I'm addicted to that circle. So, yeah, Bradbury sees exactly what's going on and undercuts it. Mahomes is on the run for no good reason at all. Like, look, there's nobody chasing him. There's no reason to get out of this pocket. That's just a terrible job by Mahomes. And he throws it away, squandering an obvious play because he's skittish. He doesn't see things. This isn't the guy that people crowned. Here it is again, scrambling out for no reason, running into pressure from an empty pocket and throwing the ball away. Really bad processing, and he turned a gigantic gain, which it would have taken a good throw, into 2nd and 15. This play is really confusing because Mahomes does a decent job, but let me just explain. So look at Justin Watson right here. I think it's Justin. I know it's Watson. Look at Watson right here. It's a curl. It's 10 yards downfield. It's wide open. There's a gigantic void. In fact, there's nobody even in the throwing lane at all. You got to throw this ball. Right here, the ball, like Mahomes cocks back like he's going to throw, and for some reason, he gets scared and doesn't do it. He pulls the ball back. Why? You're wasting your own time. But meanwhile, I want you to see something. Watch Travis Kelce. You know, like the Travis Kelce? Look at how wide open he is. The ball hasn't come out. Mahomes has dragged everybody with his eyes because he stares down this receiver for actually 3 seconds. And Travis Kelce's now wide open on a wheel route. If you throw this ball to Travis Kelce right now, which Mahomes knows Kelce's out there, if Mahomes glances and sees Kelce, that's a 20-yard gain. It could be a touchdown. It's Travis Kelce. And Watson drops the ball, and he shouldn't have, obviously. But Mahomes is dilly-dallying, and how much he hesitates on this play, and you'll see it from the tight copy. I think it throws him off because there's the ball, and now Watson has to move and come back towards the ball because it's so late in the down. It doesn't excuse a bad drop, but that's a routine to solid throw, and Mahomes makes it as hard as possible. Now, again, They slip Kelsey out on the exact same route on the very next play. They run almost the same play, basically. The next play. Like, look at, this is 3rd and 15 now. Look at Travis Kelsey. Look at all this space. Like, come on, my man. Do something. I understand it's 3rd down, so you want something big, but, like, Travis Kelsey is not covered. Now, Mahomes maneuvers in the pocket really well and then makes a great throw. So this is why it's tough to criticize Mahomes. Like, yeah, he's not in the rhythm of the offense. He's not playing the way he should. But he can get away with it because he can do stuff you can't. That's a great throw. 16 yards downfield on the in-breaker to convert on 3rd down. Hell yeah, dude. Great throw. See that throw from the tight copy again. Clean pocket, dancing around for the hell of it. He makes a weird off-platform throw, but he certainly didn't have to. He just prefers to. And that'll move the chains to get you a chance at a field goal here. Routine throw. Any screen, routine. It's either 1st or 2nd down, I forget. Motion, you see it's going to be zone. So right here, Patrick Mahomes, clean pocket. He should know it's zone. Here's my void. Here's the receiver heading to the void. Instead, Patrick Mahomes, even though he knows it's zone, just panics and steps up. And it works. He gets some good yards, but that's a neutral run. The pass certainly would have been more expected yards, in my opinion. That's a fun way to say a subjective observation sounding like it's statistical, but it's not. None of it is. Even expected yards as a stat is a lot of judgment calls. Now here, again, kind of a bench, right? You got 2 curls underneath 2 deep outs with a post or a crosser of some sort in the middle by Travis Kelsey, and Mahomes is late. He's got 2 dudes at the sticks on 3rd down, and he's looking at him, and nobody's on Pacheco, and the ball's not going there. And then he misses a wide open Kelsey because Mahomes can't process right now, man. It's difficult to watch. This is Zach Wilson level shit. This is Zach Wilson. I need you to understand. Mahomes is not Zach Wilson. Mahomes is way better. Mahomes is a good NFL quarterback. But this year, he's not been very good. And on this play, he's Zach Wilson because it's 3rd down at midfield. You've got 2 dudes on outs, wide open, at the sticks, including your running back. You couldn't imagine an easier throw. You couldn't imagine a better opportunity for Yak. And he doesn't make the throw. He waits. Clean pocket. Waits. Runs up. He's got a clean pocket, and he runs into the defensive tackle, who grabs his leg. And even still, great job staying up. You've got remarkable contact balance, and now Travis Kelsey's uncovered. Deep downfield. And you miss like this? It's a bad pass. It's terrible processing. His brain is just gone. It's fried. Here we're going to have a routine pass to Travis Kelsey. Good. You're staying on time. That's all I care about. Usually I'm the last person to say, like, oh, take the check down. Like, get to your first read and just throw the short, easy pass. But when you're in this good of an offense with this explosive of receivers after the catch, just execute, man. I know you're great. You can show that off later. And then here, deep shot, wide open, just misses. It's a bad throw. Play action, routine. Good job. Holding on the offense, so we're behind the sticks, and we're going to have a nice little routine throw. Respectfully? Respectfully. What the fuck is this? Let's watch the play from the start again. Like, okay, I get it. You think you've got a shot here on the streak. You're neck and neck with Darius Slay, and you figure you could beat him deep against single high coverage, right? Like, this is how you beat cover one. Fine. Why do you underthrow the ball like this? That's a terrible throw. That's way behind. Watch from the wide angle. Now, I know there's a flag on the play, and I don't give a fuck if it's righteous. I don't care if this flag is totally justified. Why are you throwing behind MVS on a streak where he's one-on-one with Darius Slay and no safety help, and he can win every time? Egregious. Like, really bad. Be better. I believe that this is third down, and this is a miss so bad that even Greg Cosell had to call it out. You've got MVS deep downfield. He's clearly running a sail. Like, a sail means it's like this. Right? He's just trying to get to the sideline. Mahomes tries, and he's winning the route, obviously, cleanly. Fine, good decision, Mahomes. Look at how Mahomes leads the ball like 10 yards upfield when he shouldn't. That's a terrible throw. Like, I understand bending the route up a little bit to maximize your leverage and maximize the yards you'll get, but this is just Mahomes panicking and fucking up, in my opinion. On this play, Mahomes is actually going to make the right decision, so I don't need to show you the wide copy, but I will show you that he runs around in the pocket a lot for absolutely no reason and then makes a terrible throw. Like, Kadarius Toney has had drop problems this year. Not in this game, actually. In this game, Kadarius Toney's hands were kind of nice. But watch this throw. Look how far behind it is. Look how low it is. It's impossible for anybody to receive that catch. It's way too low while being behind. If it's that low and in front of him, easy sliding catch. If it's behind him but up high by his eyes, easy pirouette catch. In this case, nothing he can do. Terrible. Good job maneuvering the pocket. Good job finding somebody deep, and again, just misses. Another bad throw. Plus pocket movement. Processing was actually good, but bad throw. Routine. We're not going to nitpick. Routine. Plus movement. Remember when I said Kadarius Toney was low-key nice with the hands in this game? Low-key. Not a good throw. We're going to be nice. We're going to call it a routine throw, but that's a bad throw. You'll see from the tight copy. This sucks. And this play is just crippling. This play is what's eventually probably going to cost the Chiefs the game. But quickly, Kelsey's open on the curl. Mahomes recognizes it, gets the ball out on time, doing all the things we've been begging him to do all game, and then he gets punished for doing the right thing finally. Now the Chiefs are behind, and they got to play some catch-up. Routine throw, probably should have been caught. Let's see the tight copy. Yeah, it should have been caught. All right, this is going to be Mahomes' best throw of the day by a mile. This is an elite throw. Look at that. Drop it in a bucket. It's the right read. It's an insanely hard throw, and Mahomes makes it. This is tougher than damn near any streak you're going to see. It's about 30 yards field, sandwiched between the sideline and the defensive back. This is genius-level stuff. Fantastic throw. Couldn't have placed it better. Elite throw. Mahomes still has it in there. He's just got to use it more often. Routine. A little bit of empty action. How are the Chiefs going to ruin this? Because we know they don't score in the second half. I think this is routine. Yeah, that's routine. Got to catch that, boy. I'm lucky I let the boy slip when the white receiver was playing, and because I do that on accident sometimes, and I promise there's no undertones. All right, final drive. It's Mahomes' time. Runs around a little bit, makes a bad throw. Plus pocket move, bad throw. Oop. Got some motion. We know it's probably man. Mahomes does a decent job of extending the play, but you need to set your feet and actually... See, this is bad. Again, you have clean pockets. You need to set your feet and make a throw. And if you're not going to make a throw, throw it out of bounds. It's the last fucking drive of the game. You don't have time. It's third down. Right? That's a clean pocket. You have a throw. I mean, it's a tough throw, but you have a throw. I'm not going to hold that against him because it's a really tough throw, and I could see him not wanting to hinge the game on that throw. But, like, I mean, you got this throw, right? You got that throw. Make it. You know you're going for it on fourth down. Give him a shot. Instead, Mahomes rolls out, and here, again, reset the pocket. You can start the play over. You've got lots of time. Instead, he runs towards the pressure, and now there's nothing to do. He's lucky to get the ball out. He's also lucky it didn't get picked. Right? This is just weird, bad play. And I don't like any of it. And so I lied earlier and said last drive. This is the last drive. Wide open Rashee Rice. Throw the ball. Throw the ball. Wastes a bunch of time. Makes a routine throw. Plus pocket movement. Yay. Wastes a ton of time. Time is the thing that you're more worried about than yards right now. They'll give you yards. They won't give you time. Again, make the throw. Wastes a bunch of time. Makes the same kind of throw. And yeah, this one gets out of bounds, but routine and you're wasting time. Motion. We know we have man, right? Corner comes all the way across the field. And so now Mahomes is going to throw a routine throw to the middle of the field? What are we doing, dude? Yeah, it's dropped. It's totally dropped. But come on. Fourth down, fine. Throw the slant, get the routine play going. On fourth down, it's about getting the yards, not about getting out of bounds or making the big chunk. So, good job. You got dudes. Nice. Plus pocket movement, good throw. It wasn't the original read and it was out of structure, but I don't care when it comes down to crunch time, under 2 minutes left in the game. Just make it work, dude. And it's not a great throw. It's a solid throw at best. He's lucky that Travis Kelce's a genius because that could have easily not been caught. Placement was terrible. You got him. You got Kadarius Toney. You've got Kadarius Toney. Please, dear Lord God, hit Kadarius Toney. Waits too long. Bad throw. I know it looks like a throwaway, but that's a bad throw. He waited too long. Ball needs to be out. I'll show you when. Ball. Lead him. At the latest right here. Toney's waving for it for a reason. Mahomes is late by even the most generous of standards, and he puts the ball out of bounds anyway. Bad throw. Second down. Here it is. Elite throw. Gorgeous. Dropped. That's a gorgeous throw. You cannot critique that throw for a second. It is incredible. That throw was the game. Granted, the Eagles totally could have just come down and kicked a field goal to tie it or even scored a touchdown to win. But regardless, that is a gorgeous, clutch, amazing throw. The stuff Mahomes is made of. And it's dropped. But you know what? It wouldn't matter if the play before Mahomes had thrown the ball to Kadarius Toney in time and gotten a big chunk. It wouldn't matter if right here on third down, Mahomes doesn't get sacked. Right here, clean pocket, open. You got Mecole Hardman on a post. Throw the ball. Throw the ball right now, goddammit. He won't. He'll run. Why are you running? I don't know. I was totally wrong on MVS. He didn't have a post. Maybe he should have broken post, and that's why Mahomes didn't throw the ball to him, and that's maybe why Mahomes panicked and ran away. Yeah, you got motion, so you know it's man. And against man, I guess you shouldn't run the post. Yeah. So Hardman picked the wrong option on the option route. That's why Mahomes bails, and he has to bail. But if you're going to bail, throw the ball away. Instead, he holds on to it a little too long, and he intentionally grounds it. That's as bad as a good sack. That's as bad as a negative sack. So now it's 4th and a billion, and you're running out of time, and the clock's going to run on you. And Mahomes does make a stupid throw, and stupid in a good way. Who can do that? It's a little late. I'm shocked that he thought this was an option. Personally, I think that you should have thrown the ball to MVS, but I understand why you'd be a little scared of that. It's a great throw. Goes right through the hands. It's also really difficult to catch, and you can't really blame Watson for not making that catch, but that's how Mahomes is going to end this game. I mean, completing that is unreal. It's at least great. You can call it elite if you like. I have no qualms with that whatsoever. it's a little bit tough to ask of your receiver to catch so late in the down while easily being hit by the safety. But that's all we got for the film.